attractor, stranger, strange attractor, strange attractor.
Alright everyone, welcome to tonight's episode of the Social Underground. Victor, what are we going to be talking about tonight?
Wow.
Nice intro. Anyway, you guys...
Zinger right there.
First of all, that was Tim. Everyone else...
They know who we are.
Themselves?
No, Tim, you suck.
I'm Corey, a.k.a. Flows.
You.
Cat.
We really don't call you.
And I'm Brian.
Okay, all done.
Yeah, and that was it.
Tim, will you shut your dog up,
Thanks for
please?
listening.
It's not mine.
Well, this is awkward.
That's a Mexican bark.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
El Bark, El Bark. El Bark, El Bark, El Bark.
Shut your sister up, please.
Stop.
Alright, so Victor, start us off. Start us off. What are we going to be talking about tonight?
I guess we could start with Taken 2. A couple of
Alright, Taken 2.
yeah, a couple of details from Liam Neeson. Basically, in this movie, he's the one that's going to get kidnapped. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Oh snap! Yeah.
So how is Liam Neeson going to be taken? Explain that a little further.
Well, the only thing that he said was that the families of the people that he killed in the first movie are, I guess they hired people to go after him. So,
Okay.
how he got kidnapped. And it takes place in Istanbul, for however you pronounce that.
Istanbul. Well, if anything should be taken, it's that dog. Because it's been barking for like the past 2 minutes.
Yeah, I guess I could just go over there and put it down if you want.
Please.
Take a bat to it.
Okay. But, on that note, yeah. It's supposed to take place a year and a half after the first movie. So that's pretty much all that we know so far.
Your eyes when it's pulling me in.
Alright, what else do we have on our list to talk about that we need to inform the world?
Well, keeping on with movies, I'm not a big fan.
Oh my god.
So Blade Runner is having a sequel done, and they don't have the same director and writer, which was Ridley Scott and Hampton Fancher. I honestly can't say I watched the whole first movie. I watched the cast of it when I got bored.
Great movie.
Yeah. You watch half the movie. But yeah, they won't start production until 2013. So it's probably not going to come out until, I guess, 2014, 2015? Maybe?
Here's my issue with that. I've seen the movie, but I've also read the book that the movie is based off of.
Oh, okay.
I don't...
You can read?
Believe it or not, yeah, it was a good
I don't
book.
believe it. Okay.
But I can kind of see how they could make a sequel about it, but wouldn't they need the writer's consent of the book first? Do you know what I'm saying? Like this film it's not a direct adaptation. They changed a lot from the movie, from the book to the movie. They changed a lot. But
Why would
they need
ask for permission if they already made the first one?
Exactly.
because they asked for permission the first time?
Well, they don't have to.
Then you don't have permission.
Yeah, if you ask once, you have to ask twice.
Not the right of consent. I'm not just going to make a movie without it, you know what I mean? You're going to be like, hey, listen, you know, we're going to make another movie about your book. You know, is that okay that we use it?
Okay, well, first of all, for anyone who doesn't know what Blade Runner is basically the story about how in the future there are androids, but they're illegal to have on Earth, and 7 or 8 androids escape another planet like the moon or something, and they come to Earth, and it's up to Harrison Ford to hunt them down and murder them before they harm people. Now, he hunts them down one by one and murders them all. And in the book, it's a little differently because he kind of just murders them without a fight. And there's a lot of action in the movie, keep it interesting. And in the movie, they have a lot of importance of being human kind of metaphors and stuff like that. But I guess the only way they would have a sequel is to have more androids come to Earth, or have some sort of sick plot to destroy all the androids, even though they're kind of just people. They can generate their own thoughts. They're just not pure human. I don't know. I don't understand why they would make a sequel.
Normal people.
What? Just not human? But I don't know. That just goes to further the point that people are running out of movie ideas. There's no originality. Well, Blade Runner was cool. Let's make a sequel for that. It's only been 25 years. But, better late than never.
Yeah, speaking of sequels, I don't know if this would fit in with them running out of ideas, and if it is, it's a pretty good idea. There was a teaser image on the Facebook page of 28 Days Later that could possibly indicate that there's a sequel to that movie. So I am
there should be.
Yeah, very interested in seeing how that goes.
So.
The first two movies were pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then I like the idea that we talked about earlier about how it's 28 days later, and then there's 28 weeks later, but then, like you said, 28 days left. Because at the end of the second one, we all know this because we've seen it.
Yeah, well,
you two can chime in anytime you want because you two have seen it.
Yeah.
But so I'm pointing at you, Brett, and chat.
Yeah, I figured, because would you be pointing to Victor and Victor?
Yeah.
You double him? No.
Victor and his barking sister.
Oh, stop saying that.
His barking sister. Get a bark! Get a bark! Get a bark! But at the end of 28 days later, we did see zombies running around in Paris.
Yeah.
It could be similar to Resident Evil Aftermath or whatever the hell it is, or Revolution, however many Resident Evils are. But yeah, where the world is taken over and it basically ended. So 28 days left before everyone is completely turned over now. That would be sick.
That would be really cool. See how they survive.
I'm kind of hoping, the first actor they used in the first one. What's his name? I keep on forgetting. The guy that was Scarecrow in Batman.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy.
I kind of hope he comes back. Or something. I don't know.
That would be interesting because he does survive the events of the first movie.
Yeah.
And we don't find out what happens to him. There's a teaser trailer for the new James Bond movie if anyone's interested.
Right,
Skyfall. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. James Bond murders people, and apparently there's some sort of mission or organization called Skyfall. I don't know.
That's pretty interesting. That's so diverse from the other 10 James Bond movies that they've made. There's an organization that's evil.
There's the original. There's the original old school James Bond, get the women, kill the bad guys. Now just this James Bond just doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's like, oh, the squirrel? My shit's dead. You know what I mean? Oh, what never attracted to me? They're dead. You know?
Yeah. I think, yeah. Okay. Ever since like Pierce Brosnan was James Bond, I don't think they've come out with a really good 007 movie. In my opinion.
Some of Pierce Brosnan's James Bond movies are some of my favorite, to be honest.
Really?
You know, every time a dog barks, there's a person dying trying to hop the border.
Okay, so far I count like 6.
Well, I know for me, the only reason why I would even watch a James Bond movie is to see what car he uses next.
Please, Michael.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's a big thing because it needs to be the right type of image for that James Bond. And I'm assuming it differs for each actor. This is going to be a new actor this time, right?
No, it's the same one, Daniel Craig.
Same one as the last two. Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace.
Okay.
Maybe
Then,
the same guy. Or wait, what's the name of the last one? Whatever the name of the last James Bond movie.
Maybe it was Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, it was.
I can't remember it. Okay, well, there you go.
there's too many. But anyhow, I'm just interested to see what car they use in this one, if it's the same one, because I know they switched from Aston Martin to Bentley from one movie to the next. But I understand they're still trying to. If they do, that's just. I'm going to be very upset.
Me too.
Very
I'm going to
upset.
kill people.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But they're degrading the English feel.
Yeah, I know they used Aston Martin and Bentley because they're British, but I don't think they use BMW. I could be wrong, but if they did, that'd be kind of a kick in the pants because it's completely German, not British at all.
Yeah.
Although BMW own
that
Mini
British
Cooper,
feel.
so I guess.
Funny.
I'm being distracted. Bunny ears.
What was that?
What is next?
That's all I had for movies.
When it comes to this, taking me over.
Video games. Tim, you probably know more about this than I do. The new Mass Effect 3 DLC, Rebellion.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't. Apparently.
No, I'm just trying to get my thoughts together.
Okay.
Good luck.
No, there is new Mass Effect DLC coming out. It's rumored at least, but they said the rumored page or whatever they found on some sort of shipping website for like buying stuff or something, and apparently it's going to feature 2 new maps and 6 new characters. One is on the Sorry Homeworld Bestia. It's supposed to be like a jungle board or something. Or like one's in a city, another one's in the jungle. And the characters, 2 of them the 2 of them you start with in the game, so it's kind of weird. They said the Quarian Engineer and Infiltrator, which you can already have. So I think that's false.
Yeah.
Or they messed it up. They wrote the wrong person. Then 2 things called Phoenixes, which are, I looked it up. Apparently they're going to be what the fuck are they called? The Protheans, the insect-looking ones. Like the ones that are supposed to be extinct, and then they're not in this one. Basically the character from the From Ashes DLC. You get to be them. And you get to be the Vorcha, which are like kind of like, I guess, dog-looking aliens. They're all like muscly and veiny. They have really sharp teeth and they're feisty and they like hit you and they can gain health.
No?
Not really. Like a dog barking in the background?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's rumored. They said something was going to be announced.
At E3?
Soon?
Maybe?
Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, hopefully, they did say. I read an article that they did say that the voice actors for Mass Effect have been round back up to start working on the extended version of the DLC.
Oh, yeah.
But I read this on X360A. So they said the dude who played the commander of the human forces is back, so maybe like we'll see him to get some closure. And two other characters, like the robot Edie that was in control of the ship, and then like the silver-bodied woman, and then Caden, he's one of your squad mates, but no one really chooses him to live. Everyone usually kills him off.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
at E3, they show like the new ending, and then they were like, "Yeah, here it is. All right, bye. Hope you enjoyed it."
Really wasn't that forward.
But he, they said that it was going to be released for free DLC in the middle of the summer, like July or something.
Yeah, I know it's summer, but there's no confirmed date yet.
Other news, a lot of games have been pushed back.
Yeah.
Bioshock.
Alien, Colonial Marines.
Yeah. And Tomb Raider.
And what was the other one?
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, for we were talking about it before, but for those people that haven't seen it or haven't even heard of the game Aliens, look up the latest trailer, because I assure you there will be at least two ways where you're gonna get scared and maybe shit your pants. So
yeah, it has
like this kid right here. I never get scared shitless. You see his face?
No, I don't. Actually, it's really blurry. Looks like poop. Big A.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
That was disgusting.
Oh, man.
Ew, oh, gross, that's yuck.
Well, you said poop.
You said poop. Exactly it.
You said poop, and then he filled his pants. It's on command.
On command. There you go, dude.
I don't like this command. I don't want it.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, I did not think that aliens would scare me. But it did. So,
What?
It's slowly consuming your salad.
Wait, Victor, what did you say?
I didn't think that aliens would scare me, but apparently it did. Because of that last trailer.
It has like a Dead Space feel to it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Like, what, is it Alien versus Human?
Yeah, it's like the alien from the Alien movies. Like the thing with a little, like coming out of the
Yeah.
Well, they made it so that like it's a war. Yeah,
Kind of
they jump out at you, they come out of the walls, they come on the ceilings.
It has like a claustrophobic sort of dark feeling to it. Kind of
I'm
cool.
definitely not going to watch it again.
I will.
Another game came out, when was it, like a day ago or 2 days ago? Ghost Recon Future Soldier. And before that,
Good.
they came out with a sort of, I don't know, like a mini movie or something like that, called Ghost Recon Alpha, which is right before the events of the beginning of the game. So for those people that are interested, I watched it. It's like 24 minutes long, and it's actually pretty good for like a low budget movie or film. So kind of intense, and they managed to like integrate the future devices like the drones and everything. It's kind of cool. So I'll put a link in there so you guys can check it out. And also, I know, Tim, you said that it got a 70 out of 100 on what website?
On X360.
Oh, right.
Very reliable website, just in case people want to stop using our podcasts for information.
Be on your way.
They have a lot of good news and articles, but they base it, or that fucking dog is so annoying. But they base their reviews on 5 general topics, which is like audio, visuals, gameplay, or playability, delivery, and achievements, and then based off of that, they tally up an average, and that's the final review. Kind of like IGN, whatever works. Game Informer.
But yeah, I guess, Brett, do you have any car news that pops up this week, or not really?
Well, there's not much car news. Just the one that pops out most is a new concept car by Renault. It's a French car making company. They're making a mid-engine sports car with a 3.5-liter V6, making 400 horsepower. And they're saying that it's a concept car right now, but from the sources of Top Gear, they say that it's most likely going to be put in production. So you can Victor will probably put up a picture so you can see what the car looks like. It looks very good. It has a 2-tone paint job similar to the Audi R8.
So beautiful!
But I think it's going to be a good-looking car. The French
suck, but they make good cars.
The French are mostly good at making the luxury cars, but
is it real?
Probably, because it's going to be mid-engine. If they make it front-wheel drive, that's just the way the engine.
My car's mid-engine, just saying.
Okay, relax.
Sorry.
Your car's so tiny.
Drive.
My car's awesome.
Possibly all-wheel?
Yep, because if they have a mid-engine car...
It'll be like a mid-engine Infinity.
Yeah, exactly. So,
it's crazy.
So if they make it 4-wheel drive, it'll be
awesome.
Yeah, a lot of mid-engine cars are either rear-wheel or all-wheel drive. So we'll have, I don't know about those specifications, but it should be a very good track day car.
Just to bring it up, I want to talk about real quick one car, the Citroen Survolt. I showed Brent this car. It is the first supercar that is electric, and it goes over 160 miles an hour.
Ooh,
on a single battery charge. I think it lasts around maybe 5 to 6 hours because it's the first electric sports car. And they raced it against an electric superbike and beat it. So I don't know if you want to put up pictures of this, but you can look them up on YouTube. It's the Citroen Survolt. It's the background on my computer. It's really cool looking. It's super quiet. You can't even hear it. The only thing you can hear is just the electric engine whine. But it's rear-wheel drive. But it's basically it's on the mix between a concept car and a production car because they're not sure whether to produce them because they don't know how many people can buy them. But they're still pretty cool looking cars. But same thing with the Citroen GT. That thing looks like a Batmobile. That's their production car. And it sounds crazy too. It's got this mean exhaust on it. But it's super long and it looks like the Batmobile. So if you want to look up both the Citroen GT and the Citroen Survolt, they're pretty cool cars. Look them up.
The song is called Strange Attractors by a band called Animal Kingdom. They are from the UK. A mix between rock and alternative rock, I guess, or something like that. They've been around since 2008, signed to Boombox Records, and this is their second album, I hope. I'm correct.
This is Story of a Girl. Got a reputation on this.
Yeah, I think the album is called...
And she looks at 10 photographs after the love when she gone. Well, yeah.
Okay. The album's called The Looking Away. Came out this year. So, definitely give the guys a listen, because we don't put shit music on this podcast. It's always good.
Exactly. Yes, we do.
Matthew Victor.
Just kidding.
JK, Victor, JK.
Yeah, Victor, you're a piece of shit.
Fuck you, Victor. We love you.
Well, thanks for listening to another episode of the... Oh, wait, is that...
Oh, no!
Is that my computer?
Alright guys, this concludes our podcast. Thank you for listening to the Social Underground. We do podcasts weekly, or at least we try to. So listen in. We always have new music, movies, games, anything you want us to talk about. Alright? This is Corey Flows signing off.
Peace.